Welcome to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex and today we're taking a look at Happy's Humble Burger Farm on the Nintendo Switch. Think here, adventure cooking game in first person with a horror undertone. It's for sure unique, that's a guarantee, so hit subscribe. Join us here on SwitchCorner for reviews and deals near daily, and let's get started. First off today, I'll break down the story, the gameplay, the graphics and all that good stuff, but I want to put a focus here on performance. I actually played the full game on Xbox and reviewed it over on XboxCorner, so if you do want a full review, check that out in the pinned comment down below. Story here is about as unique as they come. Opening the game, you appear to be on a surgical table of some sorts looking up. While you can't make out specifically what they are doing, the individuals in front of you, they are never revealed. They are for the most part blurred silhouettes, and it kind of establishes that sinister undertone to this entire world. Awakening though, this world, it's not normal, that is for sure. It's kind of depressing in this unusual way. It feels dingy if anything, and then the population is more than a little strange, like your buddy at work who gallops his way to the restaurant. On a positive, you get a new job though. You've been hired to work the night shift at the local fast food giant. That is of course the title, Happy's Humble Burger Farm. This world though hides some dark secrets and you'll need to uncover them. Either that or face the monotony of sleep, awake, go to work and repeat. Watch out for Happy too at the restaurant. Make sure you don't make too many mistakes because him alongside his gang of mascots, they will definitely be after you. It's a well pieced together story that rewards exploration, and I was a big fan of its combination of elements. Gameplay then here, it's a first person experience made up of exploration and cooking. The exploration, it's a small open world that you are free to explore, and while there's not a huge amount to it, it will shift and change relatively frequently, so it's definitely worth taking a look around frequently. Likewise then, locations, they will open up with progression. Think the likes of different stores as well as a local museum. You'll start in your apartment though opening the game, and you're tasked with getting to the restaurant. It's a short walk towards a creepy tunnel, but following that first day you will get access to a bus that acts as a kind of fast travel. I frequently avoided this so in my full playthrough so I could look at how this world was changing, and yeah, it's definitely gonna be worth it. It's also though at the same time just nice to have the option. The cooking then, also first person. The idea here is covered in this quick tutorial to open the game. It's essentially a set of cooking tools and a freezer full of food that will gradually expand with progression. The game in fact even includes an endless mode for those that really enjoy this element of the gameplay. I was actually one of them. I got addicted, and I cover that in my Xbox review. The general loop though, get to work, clock in, turn on the open light, activate the machines via a power switch, turn on the lights for the building, and then of course get ready to serve. Customers approach the front counter one at a time. They place their order, and you'll basically be reading this from the screen on the till before preparing. The heartbeat of this restaurant though, kind of like a McDonald's, we've got sandwiches, we've got ham, chicken and beef, and you'll need to throw one of these burgers on the oven top. You'll grab a bun, then you'll add multiple toppings that vary, and once cooked you combine it. It's definitely a little bit more difficult than it sounds, but then you'll bag it up and then chuck it at the customer, and I mean literally chuck it. With progression though, things get difficult pretty quickly. New items are uncovered and tools, so think nuggets, fries, hot pies, cookies, soda, shakes, hot dogs, even a drive-through lane. This mode rewards you with cash though, and cash is very important. The stores and vending machines that you will absolutely need for that progression. You can carry then 4 items at once though, so you'll need to strategize around that as well, or at least that is until you find a backpack. It gets chaotic though, and that's just the cooking side of things. Quickly though, things start to go wrong. Demon-like figures appear, monsters literally explode in front of you, the power goes down, rats invade, toilets get blocked, and you're tackling all of this on a timer. Mess up orders though 3 times in one shift, and that's when Happy appears. The screen goes black and like Five Nights before it, Happy will destroy your health bar. You get 5 health blocks though and 5 energy meters. Food and showers though, they can restore both. The energy will basically slow you down in your movement. To get rid of Happy though, you need to cook a rotten burger with all toppings and then of course feed him. It's intense and strange, but it's such a great twist to the gameplay, and it reinforces that creepiness the game immediately hits you with. To kind of tackle Happy as well, if you are looking at him, he cannot move, very much like its influences Five Nights at Freddy's. Explore though inside and outside of the restaurant and you may uncover some scary truths about this location, from a ton of collectibles to hidden locations around town, the stores and the coffee shops, the hospitals, even boss moments. This game, it constantly surprises at every single turn. Just do your best to be Employee of the Month. The last thing you want is a visit from Happy. Okay, so let's talk graphics, and this is what I really want to talk about today. It's got this unique old school 3D style to it, but on the Switch it's had some adjustments which really do sadly go against the experience. The first thing you will notice is that there's been this like VHS filter applied to the picture. Compare that to the Xbox, and granted that footage it is from a Series X, but it's definitely not there. Now I imagine this filter, it's kind of been put in place to mask some of the corners cut for the Nintendo Switch build, but yeah, it definitely causes a few issues unfortunately. First off, the textures are now so much softer, it impacts what is already a lower resolution on the Switch. It also makes the image quality quite a bit darker, to the point where the flashlight you will need to use, it's almost barely noticeable on screen, and some locations they are so dark I couldn't even make objects out. An example of this, exiting Happy's after a shift, you need to leave the restaurant, head to the tunnel ahead of you, and you can't see it at all, it's just darkness until a load screen kicks in. I even tried turning up the brightness on my monitor to 100% and nothing, it seems it's been applied with an extremely heavy hand. Then, and this is the big one, the lower resolution with the darker image and filter makes text incredibly difficult at points to make out. Now look, on Xbox, stylistically it's been designed that you need to be maybe a few steps away from text, but here you need to basically be on top of it. That is a problem because text in game on posters and so on, it often plays into hints for the game and the solution to the occasional puzzle. Looking in the options as well, there's different colour filters here, but no way to remove that VHS look or adjust brightness, and that was a real surprise to me. I thought they would give you that option. It makes what is an often a difficult game even harder. It has a few frame rate dips as well on the Switch, but they are minor, and I encountered a large boss and explored towns. So yeah, the port work here, it definitely seems strong enough in the sense of its frame rates. Then finally for graphics, if you're looking at this thinking, but why wouldn't it look better as well? There's more to this than may be apparent. It's actually rocking a 9 gig install size, so don't discount the power it needs visually due to the style they went with. The audio is strong work then, it dials up the creepy and can change the mood instantly, from you having a good day to definitely a panic attack. It's also got some great voice acting in here, it's that strange almost B-movie effort that just feels so right, and I particularly enjoyed the sound effects associated to the restaurants. These mascots then, you can see why they would be so well liked, but there's always that air of sinister that gets to you. So look, Happy's Humble Burger Farm is a great game. I'm a big fan and I've been excited for this Switch port. Realistically though, I'm not getting as many views over on XboxCorner, so it's a new channel and I wanted a chance to share this with everyone. It's a game that deserves a whole lot more attention though, just sheerly for its creativity. There's few games in recent memory like it. And look, yeah, sure, it's influenced by Five Nights, but it adds its own huge stamp to the formula that I really appreciated. Sadly though, I cannot recommend the Switch build as your first choice. That graphical hit is so big, it just impacts the gameplay, and it's so strange, its brightness and this excessive filter. This could be, no doubt fixed with a patch, and hopefully they do just that. If it is masking a visual downgrade as well, I don't think it matters. It's the gameplay that had me hooked personally, and this deserves to be in more people's hands. Right now though, if you have the option, check it out instead on Steam, Xbox or PlayStation. If you have no other option, then yeah, come here, but just temper those expectations and be ready to play through these, serious quirks. The second I hear of a patch or added menu options though that make a difference, I will be returning, and hopefully I'll be able to tell you all to come to this creepy fast food joint, because it was such a memorable game that captured the weird perfectly. So will you be checking this one out then? Will you be coming to this fast food restaurant? Let me know in the comments down below. With that, a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch, as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.